Welcome to Church with a 2-Drink Minimum.
Alright, everybody ready? We're gonna sing. Hey, Lena. I'll tell you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to the church with a 2-drink minimum. Welcome to the church with a 2-drink minimum.
We are interfaith,
interspiritual, God optional.
so relax
And get ready for a celebration. Welcome to the church with a 2-drink minimum.
one more time now.
Welcome to the church with a 2-drink minimum.
That's always a rousing. Are you awake now? Is everybody awake after they paraded around the room a few times? Did you do this again with the marching songs and things like that? It always feels like that's what we did. Yolanda stood in the back of the back of the bar and welcome to the church, and she went and greeted everybody on the way in. You know.
Oh, hey everybody! It's so nice to see you.
Glad you're here.
It really is. Thanks for being here, Arizona, and Connie and Ellen, and everybody on the radio, and whoever's listening when we play it on YouTube later. But wow, what an amazing evening we have for you.
I know, and an entire evening. It's a chock-filled evening.
Well, it always is.
Enlightenment, entertainment, and
and
fun,
realizations,
and laughter, and realizations.
Yeah, no. So, as usual on Sunday nights, it's just become our anchor for the week, you know, and we really appreciate sharing here at Church with a 2-Drink Minimum. And then after us at 6 is Reverend Jacqueline with Something Genuine, which is an amazing
always
program.
Good conversation.
Always great. And then, of course, I'm so grateful for Regina's clarifying the teachings at 7. Oh, man, that has made a difference
it really
in
is.
our lives, really. And then, and tonight, as Sina said, we have our once a month program, Sounds of Awakening, which I'm so thrilled about.
One of our longest term collaborators.
Friends, I know.
People we have collaborated with. Church with a 2-Drink Minimum would not be here without this
Kenneth,
man.
yeah.
You will hear Kenneth Gartman's influence when you meet him. We're so excited to bring him to you.
He's such an adorable person and so talented. And not only is he here tonight, but Kenneth and I and my friend Ashley are doing a concert on Friday the 18th, which of course I'd love to invite you to. It is called Simply Me and My Friends. And here you can see, scroll down just a little bit. That's where it is. It's going to be online at a club on a sound stage.
Virtual club.
A virtual club called the Metropolitan Zoom. And if you go to my website, yolanda.net, you'll just find it, yolanda.net/simply. And you can get tickets to watch later if you can't watch it.
How long do you have to watch it?
You have 2 whole weeks to watch it. So
you can buy a ticket and watch it within 2 weeks.
Yeah,
at your own leisure.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again.
And learn all the songs. Anyway, I want you to know about that because, it all ties in.
Friday, March 18th.
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
Which
is next Friday.
It is, which is my mom's birthday. And we're going to be sharing some songs about her too. So, now I see Connie. Hi.
There we are. There we all are.
And, today in our daily workbook lessons, this whole week. Christopher!
I know.
Oh, somebody with Connie.
I know. That's brilliance right there.
Put your name in the
that's brilliance
in
right
the chat, or either unmute and say, I want to know.
Okay.
I want to know.
We have children.
I know. I'm so excited.
That's what happens.
Yay!
That's what happens when you get Hi, everyone. Connie and Ellen.
Really?
Okay.
My name is Grayson.
Grayson, yay!
Glad you're here, Grayson.
Well, we're going to sing a really
I
fun
know.
song
You're gonna get to sing.
that you might like to do with us. Oh, yay. I'm so glad Grayson's here. Yahoo. All right.
It's got hand motions.
It's got hand motions. So
I know.
be
Okay. Can you do a heart? Can you do a heart like a heart? My heart, my soul, my, can you do a heart?
yeah,
There's a
there
heart
you
like
go.
that. And so we're gonna say my heart, my soul, my mind, my strength. So it's my heart, my soul, my mind, and then you give your strength. You have to show your guns. My heart, my soul, my mind, my strength, my hands, my feet, my everything. Right. And I give to Holy Spirit. That's the hand motion. You just lay it all down. Give to Holy
there you
Spirit
go.
who brings miracles and blessings. And around here, what do we signify miracles and blessings as? Jazz hands. Right. So miracles and blessings. There you go.
We have show and tell going
I
on. This is
know.
awesome.
Beautiful. That's fantastic.
Oh, what a beautiful fish.
I know.
I love
Miracles and blessings.
And then, so just follow along. Then the second verse is miracles will come to me
That's showered with jazz hands.
when I forgive the world.
When I forgive the world. You take the heart here and you extend it to the world. Share your heart with the world. That's what forgiveness is. We share, forgive the world, right?
Indeed.
Uh-huh.
So I'm so excited to share this with you. And it goes like this.
Got a nice beat, you can dance to it.
So y'all follow Glenn. I'll call and
I'll
you'll respond. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. My heart, my soul, my
Ready?
mind, my strength.
My heart, my soul, my mind, my strength.
My hands, my feet, my everything.
My hands, my feet, my everything.
My heart, my soul, my mind, my strength.
My heart, my soul, my mind, my strength.
Hands, my feet, my everything.
Hands, my feet, my everything.
I give to Holy Spirit to bring
All
miracles
up here we go.
and blessings.
I give to Holy Spirit who brings miracles and blessings.
Let go of grief and sin.
Drop it like a hot
A little bit
potato.
of willingness to
Come on.
accept forgiveness, and we are free. Yeah.
Let
Go
go.
of grief
Hot
and
potato.
sin. Just a little bit of willingness to accept forgiveness. We are free. All right.
There's a break those shapes. We are free.
Okay, the second verse is all about miracles.
All right. Ready for those jazz hands?
Get your jazz hands ready. 3, 4. Miracles will come to me
Miracles will come to me.
when I forgive the world.
Right? When I forgive the world.
Miracles will come to me
Miracles will come to me.
when I forgive the world.
When I forgive the world.
When I
Let go.
go
Like
and
a hot
breathe my
potato.
hands, just a little bit of willingness to accept forgiveness, and we are free. Yeah. Let go and breathe my hands, just a little bit of willingness to accept forgiveness, and we are free. We are free. We are free. Let go of grievances, and we are free. We are free. We are free. Let go of grievances, and we are free. All right, now we're going to do all the verses.
Can you do them all at once? Can you do all of it? We start right here, remember?
1, 2,
All together now.
4.
My heart, my soul, my mind, my strength, my hands, my feet, my everything. I give to Holy Spirit to bring miracles and blessings. Miracles will come to me when I forgive the world. Miracles will come to me when I forgive the world. When I let go of grievances, just a little bit of willingness to accept forgiveness. We are free, yeah. Let go of grievances, just a little bit of willingness to accept forgiveness, and we are free.
To the bridge.
We are free. We are free. Let go of grievances, and we are free. We are free. We are free. Let go of grievances, and we are. We are here. We are great. Yay! Hand motions are important.
Oh, wait. Son is telling us something.
Speaker is off.
Is that us? Are you having a hard time hearing us? No?
Okay.
No?
Okay.
Okay. All right, just want to make sure.
Grayson. Okay.
Oh, speaker. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
okay,
it. Got
there you
it. Okay.
Yay!
Grayson!
In the house.
Well, that was a very special song to sing today because
I know.
of the workbook lessons.
I know.
And the workbook lessons this whole week have been talking about letting go of grievances.
I know, and we had a little bit about letting go today.
We did, and that was so great. Joanne's homily this morning, when she was sharing her homily, and I think she was sharing something, teaching from Regina also, that was talking about when you let go, you let it go through you. And I had never thought of that before. So I always used to think of, let go, toss it out the window, don't have anything to do with it. But that teaching today was like letting it go through me.
Yeah, the Buddhists have a real good way of talking about it being not clinging.
Oh yeah.
Like it's holding on to something so tightly. So this idea of letting go. Have you ever didn't realize you had some tension in your body? And then when suddenly you relaxed and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been tensing my shoulders. I've been tensing my arms or something like that. You don't even know that you were holding on. So this idea of letting go can often feel like relief. Yeah. It's also the discovery of discomfort. Like letting go is the answer for the discovery of discomfort.
Interesting.
So you discover the belief that is causing the discomfort, and you go, oh, I'm going to let that pass through me.
That is so cool, honey. I really hadn't thought of this before in this way. And that also reminds me of the Bene Gesserit creed.
I know Dune is on everybody's mind these days.
Well, I mean, it's we're science fiction fans, so if y'all know Dune, but it talks about fear and letting fear pass through you.
And only I remain.
And then only I remain. So what is true?
Fear is the mind killer.
Yeah, fear is the mind killer, but you let it pass through you. And so this is a whole new perspective for me, is letting the, letting it go, but letting it go through me.
So that's why Course in Miracles, we keep coming back to, and we do this again and again every year because it works.
Yeah.
Right. And because there's a very practical way that I don't have to manage it. Right. It's the whole thing manages itself. So I don't really have to worry so much about, is this going to work or not? Am I doing it correctly? Because all I have to do is do what the Course is asking me to do.
Truly,
and one of the things that we love to say around here is whatever your reactions to the ideas may be, use them. So you know what that means.
So we're gonna sing a little song.
We're gonna sing. So because did you know that you can read A Course in Miracles in a year if you read 12.8 pages a week? I bet you didn't know that, did you? Maybe you've heard me say that before. Well,
possibly.
I know, just once or twice. So I look at one of the sections of that 12.8 pages, and we're on chapter 7. Welcome, Kathy.
Okay.
So we're on chapter 7. So it's letting go. It's we've talked about the two voices, and this is all about what Joanne was saying about mind training this morning. So what is this mind training? How do we use the tools of A Course in Miracles to unlock the presence of our own divinity, the removal of what's causing us the blocks to the love's, the prayer, or the awareness of love's presence. So this little section is where she tells us how to do that.
Well, so what we're doing, if you haven't heard us do this before, but I think you have, we've been doing it several weeks now. So we're singing the workbook instructions. And that's at the beginning of the the workbook. And so these are really fun to remember because they're teachings in themselves. So here we go.
Helps us remember.
The overall aim of the exercises is to increase your ability to extend the ideas you will be practicing to include everything. This will require no effort on your part. The exercises themselves meet the conditions necessary for this kind of transfer. Some of the ideas the workbook presents you will find hard to believe, and others may seem to be quite startling. This does not matter. You are merely asked to apply the ideas as you are directed to do. You are not asked to judge them at all. You are asked only to use them. It is their use that will give them meaning to you and will show you that they are true. Remember only this: you need not believe the ideas. You need not accept them. You need not even welcome them. And some of them you may actively resist. None of this will matter or decrease their efficacy. So do not allow yourself to make exceptions in applying the ideas the workbook contains, and whatever your reaction to the ideas may be, use them. Nothing more than that is required. Use them. Nothing more than that is required. Use them. Nothing more than that is required. Use them.
I know. I know. It's kind of like, oh, I'm really upset. Can I use this idea? Like, what's upsetting me? I'm confused. I'm sad. I'm grieving. How? What am I being taught? What
Right.
could I be? What kind of discernment? What kind of lesson could I have here? Because, as we all know, all things work together for
the good.
my good. So, what
in the world are the workbook
I
lessons
know,
this week?
I know. So we're on lesson 72 today.
Yeah, but we're going to back up a little bit.
We're going to back up a little bit. So when she starts to talk about grievances about 4 or 5 days ago, and she says in lesson 68,
love holds no grievances.
Oh.
You who were created by love like itself can hold no grievances and know yourself.
Or
S.
yeah, so this you can't know yourself and hold a grievance.
And hold grievances.
Oh.
This is so beautiful.
I know.
This is so
you can't know
beautiful.
know yourself and hold somebody else responsible for your happiness.
And I do, yeah. And I do have a story to illustrate this, but anyway,
I think we all do.
I think we all do.
69.
The next day, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. Wow.
My grievances hide the light of the world in me, or the light of the world in me. My grievances hide
the light of the world
in me.
Right. The light of the world is in me.
Right.
Yeah.
No one can look upon what your grievances conceal, because your grievances are hiding the light of the world in you, and everyone stands in darkness, and you beside grievances puts everybody in the shadows.
Yeah, puts everybody in the dark. Right. Wow.
Lesson 70.
My salvation comes from me.
Turns out,
Which,
oh, I know, that could be really unsettling too.
Well,
a lot of our background. Where does
mhm.
salvation comes from?
Well, we're taught something different, but
Often.
yeah, uh-huh.
But it comes from all temptation is
It's
nothing more than the form of basic temptation not to believe.
the
The
idea
idea
for
that
today.
my salvation comes from me.
And then she goes on to say, salvation seems to come from everywhere, anywhere, anywhere except you.
See, that's what we try. It's like it can't come from me. We just like that. We start from there,
Mhm.
and that's where a lot of suffering. So
So
number 70 is
yesterday,
my salvation comes from me.
And then yesterday was
Only God's plan for salvation will work.
How
And
about
we,
that?
anything else is magical thinking. It's the way
Mhm.
the Course calls magical
Mhm.
thinking. Yeah,
Mhm.
but
This is funny. The very first sentence. You may not realize that the ego has set up a plan for salvation in opposition to God's. It is this plan in which you believe.
oh, I know.
So we're undoing
I know
all of this.
because the ego's plan is if I can get enough things,
Mhm.
their happiness is contained in a material object, and
Mhm.
if I grasp, possess, or able to control the transformation and decay of a
Mhm.
physical object, then I will wrestle happiness from it for myself. That's the ego's point of
That
view.
sounds
Today's
strange.
lesson.
Today's lesson 72, holding grievances.
Well, hiding too, right?
Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation.
Uh-huh.
Wow. So let go of grievances, just a little bit of willingness to accept forgiveness, and we are free.
Let the world be as it is, and the light in with us. Light, we find the light within that actually offers salvation to the world and brings not only us out of the dark, but brings everybody out of the dark because we're all one. It's nice and really quite lovely. Really quite lovely, if you ask me.
Yay. Oh, look, Jacqueline has joined us. Hey, Reverend Jacqueline. Yay.
So, give us the meditation, sweetie.
Oh, let's do it. Let's have it. I am feeling so relaxed today. I'm kind of like, oh, look. Oh, right.
Grievances. Yes, like war.
Exactly. Let's let go of grief.
Let it flow through you.
Well, I mean, that was so enlightening,
It was.
really, this
It was.
morning. Thank you, Joanne, for that homily, because it really made an impression on me. So let's take all that into our breathing and oming and just a little bit of silence. And Joanne's message today also reminded me of the pilgrimage, as I like to say, that we are doing on this plane. We're walking through this world, and we have many challenges sometimes and all of that. And we're developing and creating community to sustain us and support us during our journey. And it just reminded me of that old gospel song that I like. Oh yeah. Oh, here's
and in the teacher's prayer at the very end of the course, it goes, and I give thanks
for you and join your efforts on behalf of God, knowing they are on my behalf as well, and for all of those who walk to God with me.
That's the pilgrimage. All those who walk to God with me. I give thanks for you. I give thanks for all of what we do together.
Absolutely. And so anyway, it just reminded me of a song that we'll share after the meditation. So here we go. Right here, right now, in this room, we are co-creating a circle of love and joy and fellowship and commitment to each other on the path. And we know that everything that we like and everything we don't like is included in this circle of love on this path, and that we have each other to walk with and to learn from. And so I just give thanks for this beautiful fellowship here that I like to call the circle of love here in this Awakening Together sanctuary. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Blessed be. And so it is.
I'm a pilgrim and a stranger, traveling through this wearisome land. I've got a home in that yonder city, good Lord, and it's not made by hand. I've got a mother, sister, and a brother who have gone this way before. I am determined to go and see them, good Lord, when I'm on that other shore. I'm going down to the river of Jordan just to bathe my weary soul. If I can just touch the hem of his garment, good Lord, then I know he'll make me whole.
Oh.
I love all that imagery. I really love all that imagery.
Oh,
know.
Thank you, Cody. Yeah, I just want to, I don't know, it just feels so good to be on this journey with y'all, and we're in it together, so that's
Howdy,
really, really
Pilgrim.
cool. Howdy, Pilgrim.
All this. Here we are, walking to God together.
Yes, we are.
Take my hand.
Yeah,
Take
touch the garment.
Touch the hem of my garment.
Yeah,
It's
it's fun. It's really fun. It's fun to think of all
those really metaphors
Mhm.
are very true. I
Mhm.
can see, the light in me sees the
the
light
light in you. Yeah.
in you, and
Yeah.
that's where we can recognize. That's how we recognize each other. Oh,
Oh, and interesting. So you should
Speaking.
share. Yeah,
I
you
know,
should
I
share
am.
the image because
Uh-huh.
it's kind of cool.
So
The blessing of today. Glenn's gonna share here.
yeah, it's this.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
This is a painting by El Greco of Jesus.
It's called The Blessing.
Yeah,
Familiar with El Greco?
an amazing artist.
Really amazing artist.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite pictures of the character Jesus. It really,
Mhm.
I think it really captures something there. So this idea she's going to talk about today in this lesson, we're up to chapter 7, the gifts of the kingdom. Chapter 7 is where, in the way the Course of Miracles is structured, in which we meet the teacher.
Oh.
The teacher. Everybody has, there's one soul, there's one teacher. Or soul is a problematic word, so probably won't use soul, but
Okay.
there's one creation. In the Hindu narrative, they call it Narayan, the one creation, Narayan, which is what all living beings are, Narayan. So this idea is the teacher. So this is like, what does wholeness teach to everyone? What does the completeness teach? What is oneness? What is the voice for oneness in us? You know, we talk about the light in me.
Right.
Oh, can we be aware of that? And she starts first off by talking about the proper use of denial, and she moves into what a blessing is, and then she wants to talk about really the voice for what is whole, the voice for everything without conflict, right? So without conflict, what would that voice look like? So this is chapter 7. So we meet the teacher in chapter 7, and this is the gifts of the kingdom, or why we need to be present, or the basics of being present to what is happening, because that's where all the teaching can happen. So the gifts of the kingdom is so the teacher is only in the present moment. So you could say the teacher is now. The teacher is the collective presence of what is true. Okay? So this is called the gifts of the kingdom. It's chapter 7. We're in section 7, the totality of the kingdom. There are 11 chapters. There's 11 sections in here, so we won't go into too much of my normal 2-hour dissertation on this section of A Course in Miracles. But
okay.
Some of you are like, "Phew." So we're going to go through this, and we're going to point up some major things. I encourage you to read it on your own. But this is the totality of the kingdom in the gifts of the kingdom, talking about blessing and the present moment. And let's hear what she says.
Yeah.
Would you read these
Here
three
we go.
sentences I highlighted for you?
I sure will. Whenever you deny a blessing to a brother, you will feel deprived, because denial is as total as love. Yet denial is a defense, and so it is as capable of being used positively as well as negatively. Mind is too powerful to be subject to exclusion. You will never be able to exclude yourself from your thoughts.
Right, you can't take yourself out of your viewing. Right. So this is the proper use of denial. We've talked a little bit about that in the past, but this is the proper use of denial. She starts out this teaching this way. Denial is as total as love, right? Because reality can't be partially appreciated. That's what she says. We cannot love a part of one thing and not another and get wholeness. Like we cannot deny one part of something and get wholeness, or love a certain part. They don't work that way. They actually cancel out each other, right? So she makes a reminder here, and it's a really good one, that you have a powerful mind. And the first thing that we have to understand about ourselves in order to move forward in creating the experience, being a creative, owning our own creative nature versus our own making nature, and with willful trying to control. So the reminder is that we have a powerful mind, and we get to choose what system we're going to support or reinforce or whatever. And God's not going to step in and say, and slap your hand. She's going to let you step on the rake. She's going to let you hurt, because she has such faith in your ability to learn this stuff that she doesn't have to swoop in and Deus ex machina you out of the situation, right? So this is a reminder. She says, please remember that you have a very powerful mind, and then when you engage and embark on exercises of exclusion, this person and not that person, this person and not that person, or this thing and not that thing, what you've done is cause suffering in your mind. You split reality. And so she asks us to use denial as a way of saying, no, I recognize that as not the voice of unity. I recognize this as destructive. I recognize this to recognize this message we're getting as a polarity, defense as a polarity. Now, you can defend what is not true, or you can deny, you can deny what is true, or you can deny what is not true. Because when you deny what is true, that's suffering.
Right.
But when you deny what is not true, that's empowerment.
Yeah, I get that.
So you can see this as no, I don't want that world to be true. I don't want that to be true. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Helps us to appreciate what we're capable of when holding back grievances. Yes.
When holding grievances.
Yeah,
attack.
it's true.
Yeah.
And so when we run, okay.
Oh, okay. Something about our sound settings. Oh, I see what happened. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
okay.
it popped off. It popped off.
There
okay,
you go.
Got it. Now we're back.
See, there we are.
Okay.
We just did this earlier. So so we understand the proper use of denial, because denial is a polarity. It can be used as a positive or a negative. So read the next bit.
All right. When a brother acts insanely, he is offering you an opportunity to bless him.
Say that again, please.
When a brother acts insanely, cheers, he is offering you an opportunity to bless him.
Why?
His need is yours. What you deny, you lack. My God, that's amazing. When a brother acts insanely, it's your opportunity to bless him. Okay.
What you deny, you lack.
Yeah. Let's move on. Every response you make is determined by what you think you are, and what you want to be is what you think you are. What you want to be, then, must determine every response you make.
Okay.
Wait, let's get back in the room for a second. Did y'all hear that? Oh, my. Lord have mercy. That was amazing. Okay.
Okay, so this is so she gets into the meat. We reinforcing the laws of the kingdom from last week. Remember the laws of the kingdom?
Not really, but
yeah, you do.
Just tell us again.
Okay. We project what we believe, and we expand who we are.
Yeah.
Those are that's the law of the kingdom. That's the law of the present moment. The understanding of ourselves in the present. Okay, and this is an opportunity to bless the world. And she goes, "You need to be blessed in the world because you need a blessing." You need to be doing this blessing because you need a blessing. You know? And so this is a relationship. To live in the world as blessed by God. I am the blessed, I'm the holy blessed child of God. And as a blessing, like Christ does with the blessing. No fear. Come to me as a child, with a beginner's mind. This is a blessing. So what we do, so the teacher says, this is what the teacher says to us all the time. What do you want to be? What is your goal? What do you want to be? Hopefully the answer is who you are. Right. Hopefully, so, and you get to direct every response that you make. Or let go and let it move, let the power of God move through you, right? Which is you. There's no conflict there. The teacher says, what do you want to be? Just like we say to kids like Gracie. What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, I don't want to do it when you grow up. What do you want to be?
Yeah, I know, but we understand that concept very, very, very early of this idea of becoming. And what the Course is asking us to not do that, to come to the present and be, and stop becoming and be as who or what our goal to be as our goal is. Matching means it is. So read this last bit. Right.
You do not need God's blessing because that you have forever, but you do need yours.
She is snapping all over the place this week.
The ego's picture of you is deprived, unloving, and vulnerable. You cannot love this, okay, we'll talk more about that in a minute. Do not see this picture in anyone, or you have accepted it as you.
What picture?
the picture of deprived, unloving, and vulnerable.
Okay.
Do not see this picture in anyone, or you have accepted it
As
as
yourself.
you.
Uh-huh.
Teach no one that he is what you would not want to be.
Okay, that needs to be up on.
Yes.
There's your cross-stitch pillow moment of the day.
Exactly. Teach no one what you don't want to be.
What you would not want to be.
Right.
So this is the rule of projection. If we identify, if you can see the ego, you can see that the ego's opinion of you is that you're deprived, no one can love you, and you're completely vulnerable. So you're weak and vulnerable and things like that. You're deprived, you're beyond unlovable, and weak.
Yikes.
You cannot love this, she says, because you cannot love this. The request is just very simply to not see others as an ego.
Right.
To teach no one that he is not what you would want to be. Our brother is actually this mirror we're looking at. This very basic understanding of projection and how it works as a teaching tool if we're able to be in the kingdom.
Right.
If we're able to be where the teacher can teach us. To be present. If we're able to get present and get present and listen to the teacher, tell us who we are, we will learn, and we will very quickly these rules of the kingdom. You project what you want to believe, and you extend what you believe you are.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So read this next bit.
The only way to dispel illusions is to withdraw all investment from them. While you include illusions in your mind, you are giving life to them. Except there is nothing there to receive your gift. The gift of life is yours to give because it was given you. You are unaware of your gift because you do not give it.
Woo.
All confusion comes from not extending life.
Where does all confusion come from, Yolanda?
From not extending life. As opposed, so this is speaking to the difference between projection and extension.
Yes.
So extending brings life.
Is sharing. It's a recognition of oneness, of connectedness, of relationship. That's extension. Right?
And confusion comes from projection.
Yeah. This object or you are the cause of my difficulty. It's out there somewhere. The light is not in me. It's in you because you took it.
Yeah. No. I am the light of the world. Okay. So anyway, keep his way to remember yourself and teach his way lest you forget yourself.
That's having a practice. That's the being in the moment, being teachable. So this is the gift of life. And you can misuse this gift. She will let you misuse this gift all day long. And we know how to misuse this gift. We're trying to learn how to use this gift of life properly by not projecting suffering, right? So, not to project our unhealed parts onto the world. So we can give in to illusions. Or this is called magical thinking. The remedy is to withdraw your attention or investment from them. You don't have to wrestle it down. You have to prove it's wrong. You don't have to study its origins. Although all those things are perfectly fine to do. You just have to stop investing your time and attention in it. Just say, oh, I'm doing that again. And just don't do it. Like George says, just stop. So this is the learning how to extend our own life. This is the experience of confusion when not being our function as the light of the world. We were talking about in the lesson. You're the light of the world. I'm the light of the world. So as this moves through me, as I share and expand the light of the world as me, as the Glen light, right? So this extension is we can do nothing apart from him. Now, we know this already. We don't ever make decisions by ourselves. You either make decisions on the way we've been programmed, or we make decisions on the oneness, which is not me. It's the big me. The we space, right? Integral calls that the we space, where all of us exist, where every being exists. So teach this way in order to forget yourself. This is appreciation and gratitude. Teach his way to forget yourself. Teach who you are, and you won't have to worry about the ego, because it doesn't have the attention. And this is also a request to honor all living beings as family,
Yeah.
right? Your brother, extending life. To see the world and humanity and all living things as our
As
relatives,
family,
as
yeah.
a relative. It's a very indigenous
All
idea.
my relations.
In
yeah.
all my relations, you know, and I remember the Lakota prayers I've been a part of with in some of the Native American circles and stuff I've been involved in. The opening ceremony for the Dance of All Peoples is like 3 hours, and most of it is one prayer.
Wow.
Where they name all the living beings in the local area by all the eight-legged tribes and the four-legged tribes and the tribes without, you know, they do this for like 2.5 hours,
Wow.
naming all of the beings that are in and around as a part of their ceremony. It's
Wow.
incredible. It's incredible. And so this is the request to give honor to all living beings. Now that's a different way of seeing, isn't it? That's the gift of life. And the teacher asks us to be present to the gift of life. The gift of life, the teacher. So read this next bit. And we're coming up on. All right, read this next bit.
All righty. Rest in his love and protect your rest by loving. But love everything he created, of which you are a part, or you cannot learn of his peace and accept his gift for yourself
Right.
and as yourself. You cannot know your own perfection until you have honored all those who were created like you. Wow, such a great lesson for our time. One teacher is in all minds, and he teaches the same lesson to all. Every attack is a call for his patience, since his patience can translate attack into blessing. Those who attack do not know they are blessed. Do not share their illusions of scarcity, or you will perceive yourself as lacking.
Good advice.
It is.
Really practical.
Yet you cannot lose anything unless you do not value it, and therefore do not want it. So you believe that your brother is attacking you to tear the kingdom of heaven from you. This is the ultimate basis for all the ego's projection.
Okay, this is about the
Wow.
one teacher and learning how to listen. This is also learning how to be present and listen to what this oneness, this voice of oneness is saying. Rest in love to protect your rest
By
by
loving.
loving.
Yeah.
Your rest. That's energy to spare, isn't it? You're well rested and nothing's could concern you. You make good decisions. Love everything in creation, she says. Accept peace as a gift of this creation. And this is what she uses the word honor for. The gift of creation. We are an honorable family. This is the teacher's lesson. The teacher's lessons. All beings have infinite worth. All beings have infinite worth. In this we space, in this space that we occupy as oneness, in this moment, the kingdom. And an attack, she gives very good advice for, is just a call for patience. And if you're listening correctly, you can actually hear the request for a blessing in an attack. The request to make it better. So we are in a blessed and blessing state all the time. And if we can know that, we can get out of or see past the temptation to attack. Or even when we're attacked, we can say, oh, this is a request for a blessing,
exactly.
a request for patience from me.
Right.
Attacking others is this call to examine our own illusions, our own suffering.
Yeah.
And remember this mirror brother that we have. This creation mirrors our belief about who we are, who we say we are. And she talks about attack and loss. Attack as projection, literally projection. We're acting on a misbelief. When we attack something.
Right.
We're agreeing that you can I'm fearful because I'm agreeing that you can take my happiness from me when I attack you.
Right.
So therefore I've given you the ability to take my peace away by giving you the ability to take my peace away. And I can realize what's happening in this perception. And she says, when we do that, we're tearing the kingdom away, or we're leaving the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's almost done. Read this last bit. We're done. A lot of big stuff here. I know. Projection.
Projection always sees your wishes in others. Well, let me read it again. Projection always sees your wishes in others. If you choose to separate yourself from God, that is what you think others are doing to you. You are the will of God.
Period.
Do not accept anything else as your will, or you are denying what you are.
Period.
But see the love of God in you, and you will see it everywhere because it is everywhere.
Period.
See his abundance in everyone, and you will know that you are in him with them.
Period.
They are part of you as you are part of God.
Period.
Perceive any part of the ego's thought system as wholly insane,
Wholly delusional,
and wholly
wholly undesirable.
And you have correctly evaluated all of it. Let's see if anybody has a comment. That was funny. Oh God, that was funny.
Okay, this is the teacher, the teaching of the peace of God.
Mm-hmm.
To understand totally by understanding totality.
Yeah, okay.
Right, to understand fully by saying it is one thing. I want to see the world and me as one thing. We are blessed. We are blessed. And we are a blessing. We receive, we give and receive, and the blessing flows through us, like Joanne was saying this morning. This is the proper use of denial. To say that is not true. When we engage in attack, engage in things that we know that we perceive them as oneness, we even catch ourselves projecting. Proper use of denial is saying, I don't want that to be true.
Yeah.
I don't want to act on that belief. Yeah, I can see it. I can see that I believe it because I want to act on it, but I'm not because I don't want to. I want to find out. And so if we could see the ego's thought system for what it is, we would recognize its delusion. We would recognize it as wholly undesirable, therefore not even very tempting.
Right.
Right? Once you know better, you do better.
Right.
Right? So the promise, she says, if you do that, you're able to recognize the ego, catch yourself projecting in the moment, listen to the teacher, be here now in the kingdom. You know what she says you'll do? You'll discover the real world. And you'll discover yourself as wholly perfect. And you'll discover what and who you are, what you want to do and believe and see and experience as wholly desirable. Endless energy for what is yours to do. There's a caveat, though. If you want wholeness, you have to have completeness as your goal. If you want it, that has to be your goal, which has to be like everything tempered against that. Do your means match the ends of the goal? Are you doing things that say, I'm in the oneness? Or are you doing things like, I can't have what I want because of who you are? So she asks us to remind her that the gifts to the ego, and because you can tell this very simply, if you feel like you've made a sacrifice, you've acted on the ideas of the ego. So gifts to the ego feel like sacrifices. So you're not asked to sacrifice. You can only give up what you do not want. The only things that you do not have are things that you do not want. So what you have is what you want.
What you have is what you want. That's a song.
I know, it is. It's
gonna be
good.
a song. What you
All right,
have
here we are.
is what you want. Okay, anyway.
Remember, you're blessed and a blessing. I'm your favorite anarchist preacher, the Reverend Glenn Morton Ganaway, and this is the love of my life, Reverend Yolanda, and you are listening to Church with a 2-Drink Minimum.
Yay! Woohoo!
Okay, power to the people.
So
Tell us about this song.
let's sing a song. Let's do a song.
We're going to do one.
We're gonna do Hey Guru, the dance version. So if you feel like getting up and dancing,
Oh, I know. We've totally had a dance. We've totally had a dance party.
And here we go.
All right, let's see if I can get.
We are blessed. We are blessed. We are blessed. We are expression of the greatest of the greatest. sacred mystery that eliminates the darkness from our minds and turns us toward the light of love. We are blessed with this glorious journey. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. I live to tell it is well with my soul. Have confidence in who I am. We live to tell our stories together. I have confidence in who we are. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Listen to the voice that likes you. Tell you we are one. So let us dance into the oneness together. With confidence in who we are. The light in you sees the light in me. We shine together in glory. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh. Waheguru Ji khao khao sa. Waheguru Ji ki fateh fateh.
All right, we're giving up
All
the mic. Thank you for joining us.
Loving each and every one of you. Thank you for your practice.
And we'll stand for Reverend
I know,
Jacqueline.
stay
Something
tuned.
genuine. Okay.